Whew. G'day lovely people, we are back. It's been a little while since the last video, and if you're in Sydney, you'll know why. It has been pouring. This isn't really the video I wanted to make this week. I was hoping to give you an update of how the range is going, because even though I haven't been riding it that much, I'm loving it. It was raining a little bit earlier after I'd been doing some work. That cleared out. The family went out, so I thought, you know, grab the e-bike and let's get a lap in and give you a bit of an update on how this is going and also how it goes on more technical trails. Let's roll down here. Pretty famous downhill track in the Shire. And yeah, it's a little bit different. There's a big bomb hole here. Ooh. Trying the bike a little bit softer today. Try and get a bit more grip. But we'll be taking it easy because, as you can see, there's some big ruts around the trails. I did put a bit more compression in the rear shock because even with the higher air pressure, hang on a second. Whoa, slippery on those rocks. Yeah, even with the higher air pressure, I was bottoming out, but I found like the bottom bracket was too high. Oh. So yeah, dropped a bit of fork pressure, dropped a bit of shock pressure, whew, and put a bit of high speed and low speed compression into the rear shock, which reminds me, I need to just reset my squid rings. This ladder sucks in the wet, but I've been getting a lot of practice, so probably the most important thing is to, once you hit the wood, get off the brakes. Oh, doggo! Prime time. The dirt is. Whew. Yeah. And slow it down here. It is still a bit boggy. So I found the e-bike's good for a couple of things. One is obviously if you're short on time, you really save time getting around on the e-bike, more laps. Another really sick thing about them is I was sick the other week and I was starting to feel better, and there's no way I would have been able to pedal my normal bike around, but I was able to come out on the e-bike and actually have a really good ride. The other times, like today, where you know I'm pretty tired, I've been trail building and I've been at the gym as well. I probably could have ridden my normal bike, but it just wouldn't have been anywhere near as enjoyable. Okie dokie. I think we're getting all the classic downhill tracks in today. All right, so I gave this a rake just earlier today. Should be primo. Won't hit that jump. Oh, it's a bit soft through here. New rut. Woohoo! Sick. Oh, I forgot how fun this trail is. Sick. Okay, I fixed this drop up, so see how it goes. Oh my god. Oh, the leaning's not quite in the right spot. How the Sight VLT feels on tracks like that, you know, it feels a little bit more capable than the regular Sight, and that's because it's got a longer chainstay, which gives it a longer wheelbase, and then I think also the weight plays a part in that, and then because of the weight I'm having to run, you know, heavier tires and inserts and all that, so I think that all just combines to make a pretty capable bike. It's not as capable as the Range though. The Range is in a different league. I'd like to show you this track from the top, but yeah, it's actually getting kind of dark, so we'll just go from under the trailhead. Whew. A few sand pits from the rain. Oh, I will take the beeline here just because of the conditions. and it probably won't. Whoa. Oh, it's in the set down for the same reason. Whew. I'll just roll this guy. I fixed this corner. See, it was death. So good now. Oh yeah, sick. Woohoo! Oh, a bit so slippery. That is a gap, if you're feeling it. Oh, God, I love that track. All right, gonna ride one more track because the battery guy is red for the first time. I think this is the third ride I've done on this one charge, so you get really good range with these bikes. This is the medium-sized battery. And then I'm gonna hit this track, which one of the other blokes has fixed up, or a couple of the other blokes, so shout out to them. There is a tree down on it, and no one's chainsaw could get through, so they've made it a jump. And I don't actually know if I feel like hitting it. I might have a look when we get there, especially solo. Woo! Oh, that was a big G out. Woohoo! Sick fun. No, push low, and that's it. And not today. All right, wasn't too bad. It's just a confidence thing. Man, this is riding prime. Well, that was a sick ride. We'll head back. I'll hopefully be able to show you some footage of the bike itself, talk about a few of the parts on it, because it's actually an interesting build. Cool, let's take a look at the bike as promised. So it is a Norco Sight VLT A1 in a large size, so that's 485 reach, and I think the chainstays are 462, so pretty long chainstays. And then it's got the Shimano EP8 motor, which a lot of the e-bikes coming out with these days. I quite like that motor. I've tried a few of them. What I don't like is the system's not very well integrated, so the switch and the display, they're just kind of bolted on. I guess that's easier for fitment, but the integrated bikes just look a bit cleaner. The switch and the display don't even use the same size Allen key to tighten them, so it's just, yeah, it's not that well integrated. So I've made some pretty sweet changes to this bike, actually without changing the look of it too much, because I liked how it looked. Probably the biggest change I've made is the forks. So instead of the Performance 36 with the grip damper, I've got the Performance Elite 38s. There's still a 160. I might try 170 at some point, but I really like the balance of the bike, so that's why I chose to go with 160. And they come with the Grip 2 damper, which is the top damper from Fox. I'm not sure if it's actually that different. I think you can get pretty good performance out of the grip, the regular grip damper. The next thing I've changed is the wheels. So these are XM 481s on DT Swiss 350 hubs. I wouldn't mind doing a 511 rim, but I already had these wheels, so I just bolted them on. They're not super flexy, so I think they're pretty good, but maybe I'll try some 511s down the line, which I've got on another bike, so just take a little bit of swapping around. Then, I think I mentioned before, I've got my one-up handlebars, 35mm rise, and 780 width, which is that's the width that I go to. And then I've got a fair bit of spacers underneath. Like I said, the long reach and then the long chainstay tries to pitch me forward, so I've got them kind of high and rolled back to help keep me pretty centered on the bike. The post, which I just popped up, is 200mm, so it's the same post that comes with the bike, but the bike comes with 170. I stole this off my regular Sight, and I put a lighter post, again a 200mm, on that bike. So it's pretty nice having the extra drop, and yeah, it looks pretty neat with just a little bit of seat collar showing there. And then the last thing I changed was the drivetrain. So it comes with SLX, and I've changed that over to XT for the derailleur and the shifter. I just want to use the SLX and basically all the parts I pulled off this bike to sell one of my other bikes with, you know, pretty much new parts on it. So yeah, that's the build. It's super sick. I'm enjoying the yeah, it's good at doing everything. That's what I'm really enjoying about it. I'm still working on the suspension, but I think I've got the fork pretty close now, and I think I'm on the right track with the shock. Just maybe one more volume token. So that's the bike check out of the way. And to wrap it up, I'll say thanks for watching. See you later.